Hey guys, Beauty Bricks bringing you guys another video. Today we are talking about the final Marvel's modular set that I have finally acquired and slightly became a little bit of a white whale for me. Let's go ahead and talk about the Sanctum Santorum in today's video. Today we'll be talking about set 76218, which comes with a ton of figures, a ton of build detail, and more importantly, it's Doctor Strange's house, or the Sanctum Santorum, popularized obviously in a handful of the later MCU movies like Spider-Man Homecoming and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. This set has a lot of the things you guys want in a modular, but also including a lot of IP and figures that I think you'd enjoy. Looking at the box art on the front, you can see we have all the characters doing their, posability. We got tons of trees here. We got almost 3,000 pieces. It's a pretty good build. It is, it looks good at first glance, However, flipping it over to the back, you guys can see that we have a ton of shots of the inside and how there's different props inside that move and shift, so you can access different parts of the build. You can also move. There's these little window panes you can move around the entire building, which does change up the playability just a smidge. And more importantly, you guys can see, just like any other Lego modular, there are levels to it. We'll be going through all that and more. As you guys can see, you get Ebony Maw, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Wong, Wanda in her Multiverse of Madness outfit. You guys get Sinister Strange. You get Master Mordo, you get Dead Strange, and then you get the Doctor himself in his normal outfit. We'll be reviewing all of those in the figure section of this video, so if you guys get that far, make sure you give the video a like and subscribe. Just putting that out there. YouTube tells me it helps. Some of the other cool details in this set, just quickly glossing over the honorable mentions. Obviously, all of the instructions have the different portals on them that you can have in the build, which is also really cool. Jumping into the build, obviously, like I said, it's a modular. It comes off in several pieces that are just really easy to get to. We'll be starting with the base, and then we'll go floor by floor until we're done. Moving to the front of the build, you guys can see here that we do have these two palm trees in the front of these two maple trees, and pushing the door with your fingers from the outside. The doors are a little snug, and I prefer to leave them closed just because it's easier that way. Going on the inside, you guys can see here, we have a ton of detail sticker-wise. We have his Doctor Strange's medical degree, a ton of photos of the various characters, a mountain range, a picture of him looking really cool. We have a picture of Strange looking really cool, a world map, tons of little artifacts. And one of the really cool things is there's actually a grandfather clock in here. Pulling the clock out, and if you were to remove the stairs, which are technically another part of the modular, you can see we have a lab or like a storage room hidden in the back with more stickers and, more shelves that have like crystals and other magical items on them. There's a fridge inside as well. There's actually another I Love New York sticker on the front here. And then inside, as you guys can see here, we have a lot of fruits and other things kept in a freezer. This is actually technically where this set actually comes with a Infinity Stone. You guys may have seen a short video that I posted previewing this set with like me hiding the Tesseract. I've actually pulled mine out so I can have it available to use for scenes or displays or whatever I want to do. But in the back area here is where the Tesseract is hidden in the build, as you guys can see with the picture above. Part of the first floor was lost or corrupted during recording, so we're just gonna move on to the second floor. Obviously, one of the cool parts about the second floor is you have a ton of exterior detail on this set, but much like the ladder floor that we're gonna go over, and a little bit of the first floor, there is a ton of detail on the inside. There's artifacts and jars and chairs, and this is actually where the portraits come from, the instructions. There's these little movable pieces on the back that control the portal door on the inside. I'll see if I can find a video that I can put right here for you guys so you guys can see it better. There's really no easy way for me to get a good angle of this. But basically, you move each one of these. One leads to the desert, one leads to like the Alpine or like Mount Everest, and then the other leads to space or like Dormammu's area, which through and through, really cool that's a feature. Really cool that they included that. Again, tons of chairs, and there's more pictures of the other lords that Doctor Strange has come encountered with. some of the other people that have been the guardian of the time stone. And one of the really cool parts about this building is on the back, you guys can see we have this monster here. And like I mentioned, the windows on the first floor, they just come out like this. You just give it a little bit of pressure and push out, and the whole window just comes out, and they can go in any three of the places. There's one on each floor, one on the ground, one here, and there's also one more on the third floor as well. And to put them back in, you just slide them back into place like that, and they stay in. And I think I'm gonna incorporate that technique into a handful of my other builds, just because I think that's so cool. I think that is like being able to like show people the inside, actually really cool. Getting into the last structure you guys can see here, we have the master window that is very iconic for the building. Tons of the exterior detail, just nice sloping techniques. Pulling this window off the back that has a sticker for the new exhibit for Captain America. You guys will be able to see here, we have an umbrella, we have some helmets and some other things on the inside. We have a clock with like a case that has like a limited fire extinguisher or like another type of trinket inside. We have chests inside, more weapons. We have a lot more photos and relics and just like a lot of the ancient tools used by all of the wizards, the partakers of the magic arts within this universe. The only thing I would have changed with this is adding a little bit of green trim on the roof, but overall all the smokestacks and additional detail they included looks really good. Jumping into the first figure we guys have here is Doctor Strange. As you guys can see here, he does have his cape, which actually just, with a little bit of force, just slides off the back, which is made of rubber, which feels really good. I wish more figures would get this treatment. He does have a really, really cool torso print, as you guys can see here. Flipping around to the back, you can see we have two faces as well. It's a little dark, but trying my best here to give you guys a view. The next variant we're going through with Strange is Sinister Strange. Very similar robe and style. Nice blue robe, as you guys can see here. Just nice and dark. We actually get dual molded legs, sort of, on this character. It's just a different print, but it looks really good. He also has front and back face printing as well, which is nice. Next, obviously, we get Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Just a simple Spider-Man, looks pretty good. We get one of Thanos' children, Ebony Maw, nice torso print. No leg or arm printing, but that doesn't really matter. And only one face print, unfortunately. The next figure we have here is Tony Stark with the triangle for the nano suit, which is always a screen accuracy, W, leg printing, a little bit of back printing, different face for when he's in the suit. And obviously, just like all the other Iron Men, the mask does come up, which is glad that's a feature. I really am glad that Iron Man gets that. The last Strange variant we have here is Undead Strange from Multiverse of Madness. Again, purple, evil powers, dark powers, and just a nice face print. This is the only one he has, but a nice little ponytail. So, again, figure we'll never see again, but really cool to get. And then obviously we get Scarlet Witch, the Lady of the Hour, with her red powers built out of those 1x1 studs. Nice hair. Two faces as well. But I have her evil face on display. And obviously one of the coolest characters to get in Marvel that's not a CMF is Mordo. Again, great chest piece, good hair design, and he gets a cape, which you don't see too many fabric capes anymore. Just all around good figure. Now, obviously putting some more detail and putting the figures back where I wanted them to be, this is ultimately why you're going to buy this set, because it will fit perfectly on your Mills roads in your city. Additionally, it will look really good with no matter what you put with it. You can put this with any of the current modulars you have or custom ones that you do have. The only question is, how does it stack up well to the other modulars? You guys can obviously see here the Daily Bugle is comparable in size to the Sanctum Santorum. However, obviously something can be said about a Spider-Man set that has a tower and is really cool. Obviously, keep in mind that while they are both in the same universe, this one is strictly Marvel Sony. This one is Marvel. Now, obviously, you guys can see here, I have put this next to a handful of the other modulars that I currently have from Lego and customs and with the Daily Bugle, and it all really comes together extremely well. Obviously, even adding a little bit of detail like Batman and Lego City characters and some other additional things I made in there, it makes this set just kind of mesh well with the city itself. Now, there is only one more thing you guys need to consider when it comes to getting the Daily Bugle, and that is obviously the price. It's retired. I got mine for a little above asking. I would definitely check your Bricklink and Facebook Marketplace and other places to see if you guys can find a good deal that works for you. However, the other deal breaker that you guys might come across is the stickers. There are 2 sticker sheets and there are 45 stickers with this build. So it is a lot. Obviously, printed parts aside, the giant banner on the Daily Bugle is a sticker. I think stickers are okay and dual molded legs are not everything, but there is some expectation that if there's larger pieces, maybe there's stickers, and if the stickers are actually good and they do add to the build, they're definitely worth it. But ultimately, I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you guys think the Sanctum Santorum is for your LEGO city? Are you going to be getting it? I want to know what you guys think. Is it bad? Horrible? I really want to know. Don't forget to give the video a like if you guys like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys want to see more of my content. And as always, I've been Peter Bricks, and I will see you guys in the next one.